Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start our meeting of the August the 3rd. So we'll start with Madame Labrosse, that will basically be our greffière for this evening. Elle sera notre greffière. Madame Labrosse, c'est à vous.
Merci, Monsieur le maire. So under item 2, adoption of the agenda, it is proposed to adopt the agenda of the present regular sitting of August 3rd, 2026 as submitted.
Proposeur,
Je le propose, Dominique Zito.
and second by,
Je vais le seconder, Steve Bouchard.
merci.
Point 3.1, ratification du procès-verbal de la séance ordinaire tenue le 6 juillet 2026 à 19h. Il est proposé d'approuver le procès-verbal de la séance ordinaire du 6 juillet 2026 à 19h.
Un proposeur,
Je le propose, Nancy Kokonisitis.
and second by,
I second it, David Bisson.
thank you.
Au point 4, il est proposé de confirmer et d'approuver le paiement d'un montant total de 4 118 381,41 $ pour l'ensemble des chèques émis et annulés, les dépôts directs et les paiements préautorisés pour la période du 1er au 30 juillet 2026. De plus, le conseil municipal prend acte du dépôt de la liste des contrats conclus en juillet 2026, comportant une dépense de plus de 25 000 $.
Un proposeur,
Je le propose, Luciano Picciacchia.
et secondé par,
I'll second that, Mike Brown.
merci.
Item 5.1, adoption of zoning bylaw 9058-118. Considering that in accordance with Section 356 of the Cities and Towns Act, notice of motion of this bylaw was given and the draft bylaw was tabled at the regular sitting of the Municipal Council held on June 1st, 2026. Considering that a public consultation meeting regarding the draft bylaw was held on June 16, 2026 at 5:30 p.m., and the second draft bylaw was adopted at the regular sitting of July 6, 2026. Considering that following the publication of a public notice advising interested persons of their right to submit an application to participate in a referendum, no such application was received during the prescribed application period. Considering that zoning bylaw number 9058-118 was made available to the public on the Town of Kirkland's website, it is proposed to adopt zoning bylaw number 9058-118 entitled Bylaw Amending Zoning Bylaw number 9058 concerning the provisions applicable to a corner lot and hedges in a residential zone. This bylaw shall come into force on August 7, 2026 upon publication of a public notice to that effect on the town's website and public notice boards.
I need somebody to propose,
I'll propose it, Mike Godin.
and second by,
I second the adoption of the said bylaw.
thank you.
Au point 6.1, l'octroi d'un contrat Génie 2026-960. Alors, suivant cette procédure ouverte par appel d'offres, 4 soumissions ont été reçues à l'intérieur du délai imparti et ouvertes publiquement le 27 juillet 2026. Il est proposé d'octroyer le contrat Génie 2026-960 pour réparation ponctuelle de conduites d'égout, réseau pluvial et sanitaire à Instituform Technologies Limitée, le plus bas soumissionnaire conforme, pour un montant total de 354 640,39 $, toutes taxes applicables incluses.
Un proposeur,
I'll propose that, Dominique Zito.
et quelqu'un pour le seconder,
Je le seconde, David Bisson.
merci.
Au point 6.2, une première option de renouvellement du contrat TRES 2025-01. Le contrat TRES 2025-01 pour services professionnels d'experts en audit comptable a initialement été accordé avec 4 options de renouvellement le 4 août 2025. Il s'agit de la résolution CM 25-232, contrat accordé à BCGO SENCRL, une société en nom collectif à responsabilité limitée. Il est proposé de renouveler le contrat TRES 2025-01 avec BCGO pour une première option de renouvellement couvrant la période du 1er janvier au 31 décembre 2027 pour un montant total de 61 473,64 toutes taxes applicables incluses. Ce montant inclut une hausse des prix correspondant à l'indice des prix à la consommation.
Un proposeur
Je vais le proposer, Steve Bouchard.
et secondé.
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Picciacchia.
Merci.
Item 6.3, it is proposed to authorize an additional expenditure of $168,532.38, all applicable taxes included, payable to Les Excavations Super, Inc., for work carried out under contract Génie 2024-520-2 for the construction of a new refrigerated skating rink at Hollifer Park.
Proposé
I'll propose it, Mike Godin.
et secondé.
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
Merci.
Item 7.1, it is proposed to appoint Councillor David Bisson as acting mayor for the months of September, October, and November 2026.
Proposé
I'll propose that, Nancy
et
Kokonesitis.
secondé.
Je vais le seconder, Karen Cliff.
Merci.
Au point 7.2, il est proposé d'autoriser l'ajout suivant à la liste de contributions aux organismes communautaires locaux approuvés par le conseil municipal pour l'année 2026. Il s'agit d'un montant de 1 628 $ en frais de location de terrains synthétiques accordés à les Alouettes de Montréal.
Simplement pour vous dire, just to tell you, that's an interesting event. It's the Montreal Alouette in partnership with Québec Football. They're organizing, ou ils sont en train d'organiser, c'est une partie de flag football. Et puis, ça va avoir lieu pour les enfants de 10 ans à 17 ans. Donc, ça va être 2 journées, bien, une journée vraiment intéressante. Puis, ça a été organisé par notre département de récréation en collaboration avec les Alouettes de Montréal. Donc, j'ai besoin d'un proposeur
Je le propose, Dominique Zito.
et secondé par...
Je vais le seconder, Karen Cliff.
Ah, bien, OK, c'est correct. Je pensais que, Mike, you didn't want to... No, because you told me at one point that...
We're going to remove Karen, we're going to put
Yeah, we'll remove Karen, because notre conseiller, Mike Brown, a travaillé pour les Alouettes de Montréal dans sa jeune carrière. Il n'était pas joueur, il était... hein? OK, donc on a Domenico puis Mike Brown. Excellent, merci.
Alors, au point 8.1, sous ressources humaines, il est proposé de nommer et confirmer le statut d'employée permanente de Mme Amélie Bussière au poste col blanc de chargée de communication, communication interne et externe au sein du Service des communications et relations publiques en date du 8 janvier 2026, le tout conformément à la convention collective présentement en vigueur pour les employés col blanc de la Ville de Kirkland.
J'ai besoin d'un proposeur
Je le propose, David Bisson.
et secondé par...
And I'll second that, Mike Godin.
Merci.
Alors, au point 9, avant que le conseil municipal ne se prononce à l'égard des 2 demandes de dérogation mineures inscrites au point 9.1 et 9.2 de l'ordre du jour, toute personne ici présente intéressée à se faire entendre à ces sujets est priée de bien vouloir se présenter immédiatement au micro et d'énoncer ses noms et adresses. Before council makes a decision regarding the minor exemption requests listed on the agenda under items 9.1 and 9.2, any person present who wishes to be heard on these matters is kindly asked to come forward to the microphone and state their name and address.
Non.
OK, personne. Alors, on va passer au point 9.1. Il est proposé d'accorder, en vertu du règlement numéro 90-63 relatif aux dérogations mineures de la Ville de Kirkland, la dérogation mineure suivante au règlement de zonage numéro 90-58. Il s'agit de la dérogation numéro 2026-17 affectant le lot 3.112.126 du cadastre du Québec, dans la zone 314M au 17 550 route transcanadienne. Il s'agit de Total Ships, afin de permettre l'installation de 2 enseignes temporaires à louer plutôt que d'une seule enseigne autorisée, soit une enseigne apposée à plat sur la façade avant nord du bâtiment dans la fenêtre, ayant une superficie totale de 10,97 mètres carrés, plutôt que la superficie maximale autorisée de 3 mètres carrés, ainsi qu'une enseigne en forme de V installée sur poteau dans la marge avant d'une superficie totale de 35,67 mètres carrés, plutôt que la superficie maximale autorisée de 3 mètres carrés. Le tout tel que prescrit à l'article 8.10e du règlement de zonage numéro 90-58. Cette dérogation est conditionnelle à ce qui suit. Les enseignes temporaires proposées devront être retirées dans un délai de 30 jours suivant la location de l'immeuble. Les enseignes temporaires proposées sont autorisées pour une période d'1 an à compter de la délivrance du certificat d'autorisation. Cette autorisation pourra être prolongée d'une année supplémentaire à la suite d'une analyse du Comité consultatif d'urbanisme et du Conseil municipal, ainsi que d'une nouvelle approbation du Conseil municipal si l'immeuble demeure non loué. Advenant qu'une modification soit apportée au règlement de zonage afin d'encadrer la réglementation relative aux enseignes temporaires des bâtiments industriels situés le long de l'autoroute transcanadienne, le requérant devra se conformer aux dispositions du règlement modifié dans un délai de 60 jours, rendant ainsi la résolution accordant la dérogation mineure caduque.
Un proposeur
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
et secondé par,
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Picciacchia.
merci.
Item 9.2, it is proposed not to grant in conformity with bylaw number 9063 concerning minor exemptions of the town of Kirkland, the following minor exemption to zoning bylaw number 9058. Minor exemption number 2026-18, affecting lot 1992166 of the Quebec Cadastre in zone 122R at 24 Greeley Street. In order to allow a driveway width of 13.5 meters instead of 7 meters as per Article 10.7, Paragraph A, subparagraphs 1 and 2 of zoning bylaw number 9058. For the following reasons. The application was reviewed by the Planning Advisory Committee, and a recommendation was submitted to the Municipal Council. The applicant has not demonstrated that they would suffer serious prejudice as a result of the application of the current bylaw, as it remains possible to carry out a development that complies with the applicable regulations.
C'est propose
Je vais le proposer, Karen Cliff.
and second.
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
Avant de procéder au point 9.3 à 9.9, il convient de préciser qu'il s'agit dans chaque cas d'une demande d'approbation de plan d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale en vertu du règlement numéro PIIA 2022-55. Ces demandes ont toutes été analysées par le Comité consultatif d'urbanisme qui a formulé une recommandation favorable à leur égard. Le Conseil doit maintenant se prononcer par résolution distincte sur chacun des dossiers. Before proceeding with items 9.3 to 9.9, it should be noted that each item concerns an application for the approval of a site planning and architectural integration program under bylaw number SPAIP 2022-55. All applications have been reviewed by the Planning Advisory Committee, which has issued favorable recommendations in their respect. Council must now consider each application through a separate resolution. Resolution under item 9.3, c'est pour le PIA du lot 1992166 du cadastre du Québec, situé au 24 rue Grilly dans la zone 122R. Recommandation favorable du CCU en date du 14 juillet 2026. Il est proposé d'approuver les plans tels que soumis.
Un proposeur
I'll propose that, Karen Cliff.
et secondé par,
Je le seconde, Dominique Zito.
merci.
Resolution under 9.4, SPAIP for Lot 1991992 of the Quebec Cadastre, located at 3058 St. Charles Boulevard in Zone 166R. Favorable recommendation of the PAC dated July 14, 2026. It is proposed to approve the plans as submitted.
Un proposeur,
Je le propose, David Bisson.
and second by,
And I'll second it, Mike Gaudin.
thanks.
Résolution .9.5, le PIA du lot 6557893 du Cadastre du Québec, situé au 17 711 à 17 911 route transcanadienne dans la zone 306M. Recommandation favorable du CCU en date du 14 juillet 2026. Il est proposé d'approuver les plans tels que soumis.
Un proposeur
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
et secondé,
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Picciacchia.
merci.
Item 9.6, SPAIP for Lot 6663586 of the Quebec Cadastre, located at 520 Chemin du Village in Zone 164R. Favorable recommendation of the PAC dated July 14, 2026. It is proposed to approve the plans as submitted.
Propose
I'll propose that. Nancy Kokonasidis.
and second,
I'll second it, Dominic Zito.
thank you.
Résolution .9.7, PIA du lot 6663610 du Cadastre du Québec, situé au 13 croissant Marie-Claire Kirkland, dans la zone 164R. Recommandation favorable du CCU en date du 14 juillet 2026. Il est proposé d'approuver les plans tels que soumis.
Un proposeur
I'll propose that, David Bisson.
et un secondeur, s'il vous plaît.
And I'll second that, Mike Gaudin.
Merci.
Resolution under item 9.8, SPAIP for lot 6663, I hate saying number 6, 6663601 of the Quebec Cadastre, located at 8 Croissant Marie-Claire Kirkland in Zone 164R. Favorable recommendation of the PAC dated July 14, 2026. It is proposed to approve the plans as submitted.
Un proposeur, s'il vous plaît,
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
et secondé,
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Picciacchia.
merci.
Au point 9.9, le PIA du lot 6663600 du Cadastre du Québec, situé au 10 croissant Brian Swinburne, dans la zone 164R. Recommandation favorable du CCU en date du 14 juillet 2026. Il est proposé d'approuver les plans tels que soumis.
Un proposeur
Je le propose. Nancy Kokonasidis.
et secondé par,
Je vais le seconder, Karen Cliff.
merci.
Under item 10, no matters relating to public security and traffic are addressed at this sitting. Ce qui nous amène au point 11, sous environnement, aucune affaire touchant l'environnement n'est traitée, séance tenante. Under item 12, there's no agglomeration business to be dealt with at the present sitting. Au point 13, affaires gouvernementales, aucune affaire gouvernementale n'est traitée, séance tenante. Alors, ce qui nous amène au point 14.1, journée de la sensibilisation à la maladie polykystique des reins. Considérant que la Fondation canadienne de la MPR sensibilise la population à la maladie polykystique des reins, une maladie génétique potentiellement mortelle qui touche des milliers de Canadiens. Considérant que sa mission vise à soutenir la recherche, l'éducation, la sensibilisation et l'amélioration de la qualité de vie des personnes atteintes, considérant que le 4 septembre est reconnu comme étant la Journée nationale de sensibilisation à la maladie MPR, il est proposé de proclamer le 4 septembre 2026 Journée de sensibilisation à la maladie polykystique des reins sur le territoire de la ville de Kirkland et d'encourager la population kirklandaise à appuyer la Fondation canadienne de la MPR afin de contribuer à l'amélioration de la qualité de vie des personnes touchées par cette maladie.
Très bonne cause, j'ai besoin d'un proposeur
Je vais le proposer, c'était Bouchard.
et secondé,
Je le seconde, David Bisson.
merci.
Item 14.2, Arthritis Awareness Month. Considering that arthritis is a serious disease that causes pain, limits mobility, and affects the quality of life of millions of Canadians. Considering that September is recognized as Arthritis Awareness Month and provides an opportunity to raise awareness of arthritis and its impact on individuals, families, and the community. Considering that Arthritis Society Canada is dedicated to supporting those affected by arthritis through research, advocacy, education, and support services, it is proposed to proclaim the month of September as Arthritis Awareness Month within the territory of the town of Kirkland, and to encourage the residents of Kirkland to support Arthritis Society Canada and help raise awareness of arthritis and its impact on individuals, families, and the community.
Proposed
I'll definitely propose this. Mike Godin.
and second.
And I will second that, Mike Brown.
Thank you.
After his football days.
Yeah, Mike.
Under item 15, the Municipal Council takes note of the tabling of the correspondence of the month of July 2026. Au point 16, aucune affaire nouvelle n'est traitée, séance tenante. Alors, au point 17, la période de questions est maintenant ouverte. Tout membre du public qui désire s'adresser au conseil municipal est prié de faire la file derrière le micro. Lorsque le droit de parole vous est accordé, veuillez énoncer vos noms et adresses et formuler votre question de manière claire et concise en vous adressant au maire dans un langage respectueux. Chaque intervention est limitée à 2 questions portant sur les affaires de la ville. Il vous sera possible de poser des questions supplémentaires lorsque tous les membres du public qui désirent s'adresser au conseil municipal auront eu l'occasion de le faire. Public question period is now open. Members of the audience who wish to address the municipal council are requested to line up behind the microphone. When given the floor, please state your name and address and direct your question to the mayor in a clear and concise manner using respectful language. Each intervention is limited to 2 questions related to the town's affairs. You will be able to ask additional questions once all members of the audience who wish to address the municipal council have had a chance to do so.
Good evening. My name is Marie Duchevala, 98 Morley Hill. 6.3, with the refrigerator skating rink. Am I to understand that this is the second one? The first one was at Ecclestone Park?
No, it's the same one. It's
Oh,
the
it's the
Oliver
same
Park.
one.
Yeah.
So then, what threw me off is that construction of a new instead of the word the new. So that's what threw me off. So it's the same
Yeah,
one.
but it's the same. It's Oliver, our skating rink at Oliver Park.
Okay. So then, the problems were not fixed during the winter?
No, it's completely, c'est des coûts additionnels, additional costs, of which there's a hookup with Hydro-Quebec that represents 85%, not 85, $85,000 of that additional cost. And there's other costs that you could just mention briefly.
Reno, it's extras in the contract, concrete, different type of concrete, valves. As Mayor Gibson mentioned, there's $85,000 of hydro, so it's an additional list, if you want, of surcharges over and above the actual contract.
Exactly.
So you're telling me, if I understand you correctly, this is still part of the original contract?
This is extras on the original contract of about
Exactly.
$3.5 million.
It's added to the,
I failed my first attempt at understanding accounting because I had to consider an interest expense as an income.
Yeah.
So I still don't understand why we are incurring the extra.
I just explained one, Marino, and
See if
one
you can
was,
say it differently because I don't understand. I heard every word, I understood but the concept I don't understand.
because at the beginning, in the, not the contract, but the arrangement with Hydro-Quebec, if I'm not mistaken, Joe, they were supposed to cover that cost. And finally, they said, no, we're not covering that cost for the hookup itself. just that, of part of the 168, there's $85,000 just for the hydro situation. And then there's other costs that puts the amount of 168 extra.
Rita, like in any construction contract, what we think is there sometimes is not necessarily what we find. So there's always adjustments, and a 5% contingency on a $3.5 million contract is normal standards of practice. We typically float around 1%, 2% of contingency. In this particular case, was a bit more, 168,000 on $3.5 million, so about 5%.
5%?
But it's standard and it's normal
It's
to
standard.
have.
Sorry, I
To find things
dislike,
that you don't expect.
I dislike that word, part of the way things are done, because it's going to fall into my next situation quite well.
Okay.
The last time that I attended the meeting here was making you aware of my thoughts only, about the damage done between the edge of the sidewalk, the curb, and the road.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Okay? I spent quite a bit of time.
Oh, you got some streets? Good.
So I've done my work because when
Because
something
I
to me-
asked you the last time, where are they? So you got them, okay, good.
when I know something and I use my reasoning and I don't understand it, I have to investigate it further. So I did that, and I'm going to try and summarize, so please bear with me. I also managed to get the video that was posted on Channel 12 somewhere towards the end of June.
Okay,
There's a nice video explaining how contracts work, explaining how the road work is done, and then it ended the news broadcast with a special video of a company that has come up with new product, much better, much more longer lasting, but they cannot be used because the way that the provincial government has the lowest bid rigged.
yeah.
And talk about lowest bid, I also called back my nephew-in-law, who's been involved in bidding for contracts according to the lowest bid. And I was shocked what he told me,
Okay.
because it's so easy to fix when you're talking about.
Are you
lowest
saying that
bid.
we're fixing things there?
No.
Be
I said
careful what you're
it is-
saying.
No. Don't jump the gun again, Mr.
No,
Mayor.
but-
Don't jump the gun. Okay? I'll repeat again. Rigging is very easily done
Okay.
when you have to go according to the lowest bid.
Yep,
Like
okay.
he'll bid for A at the lowest price, he'll bid for lowest price at work C, and so on and
Okay.
so forth. And then they take turns. That's what he told me. Just
Okay,
telling you what he said.
perfect. Okay,
So-
so you got a list there of the streets that you can give to us?
Not the streets.
By
Well,
the
speaking of the
the
streets,
sidewalks and the street, that crevasse.
I showed you some pictures when I came to your office, and I didn't do any more work because I just wanted to make you aware.
Okay,
And the most destructive one is the one that I mentioned about 3 years ago, all the way from Kirkland Boulevard and Mountain View on the east side.
okay.
That is so obvious that
Okay,
it's
on
been
east side,
damaged.
Mountain View. Okay,
And the day after the work was done here in front of us, I came to take a look at the workmanship, and I was able to identify at least 10 meters where next winter the water is going to seep, it's going to freeze, and it's going to lift.
Reno, can I suggest something? Can I suggest that you come and see me,
yeah,
and we'll have this discussion, and you can show me, we can go walk the intersection you're referring to.
And I'd
You can
like
show
to
me
be
exactly
there
what it is.
also.
I'm having difficulties
I
following.
don't mind, but I came across with a couple of suggestions, if you allow me. Will you allow me to continue?
go ahead, yeah.
So, what could be done to mitigate the damage? Of
Yeah.
course, whoever has the engineer background will understand this. Improve the drainage away from the curb zone. Add better base and subgrade under curb and sidewalk. increase the thickness and quality of the granular base under the curb and sidewalk, not just under the road. Use well-compacted frost-resistant materials like low fines and good drainage. Consider the geotextile, that's something else. The next one, I really would like to stress it, because I mentioned it before. I use the word caulking, when you caulk the
Caulking,
windows.
yeah.
Well, the research that I did said, seal the joints and interfaces, apply high-quality joint sealants between the curb and sidewalk to limit the water infiltration. Okay?
Like we do the caulking on our street on a regular basis in different section, where you've got that black tar there and that white material.
Precisely. I'm sure that will save the city quite a bit of money because it will delay the destruction.
Yeah, that's-
Of course, optimize winter maintenance practices and so regular inspection and small repairs. So I'll leave this with you.
Okay, leave it with Joe here.
And the question with all of this is, I hope the city has, I don't know if you have or not, so that's why I'm asking the question. I hope that you have some measures in place to take mitigating remedials to
Okay,
remediate.
okay, we'll take it and come and see us probably. We'll organize
Call me
something.
anytime if you want to discuss it.
Excellent. Thanks, Marino. Okay, next question. Okay.
Bonjour, Nicolas Deschicho, président du syndicat des Cols Bleus regroupés de Montréal. Monsieur le maire, monsieur le directeur général, mesdames les conseillères, monsieur les conseillers, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Dernièrement, monsieur le maire, on a eu la chance de se rencontrer. On a pu discuter de plusieurs enjeux qui sont très importants pour vos Cols Bleus. Aujourd'hui, monsieur le maire, j'aimerais réitérer que de notre côté, vous pouvez être assuré de notre entière disponibilité à reprendre les négociations rapidement, et ce, dans un esprit constructif et orienté vers des solutions. Ce qu'on demande ce soir, monsieur le maire, ça va être rapide et c'est très clair. Ce qu'on demande, c'est un engagement formel de votre part à retourner à la table de négociation, à reprendre les discussions sur des nouvelles bases, toujours dans le respect, et ce, dans le but d'en arriver le plus rapidement possible à une entente négociée entre la Ville et le syndicat.
Tu me permets de t'appeler Nicolas?
Parfait.
Nicolas, oui, on a eu une rencontre très, je dirais, très ouverte, progressive. Et puis, je vais te lire ma réponse à ta question. Le conseil et l'administration sont conscients que nos employés Col Bleu sont sans convention collective depuis un certain temps. C'est important de le dire. Nous souhaitons régler cette situation et nous demeurons prêts à nous asseoir avec le syndicat afin de travailler de façon constructive à des solutions justes et raisonnables. Nous communiquerons prochainement avec vous pour fixer d'autres dates de négociation. On est sérieux dans notre approche et puis toi puis Joe va communiquer avec le groupe de travail prochainement sur les dates en tant que telles où on peut travailler. Puis je crois que ça serait septembre, si je ne me trompe pas, à l'heure actuelle.
Je comprends qu'on est au mois d'août. Le plus tôt serait le mieux, mais début septembre, mi-septembre, c'est quelque chose qui est acceptable. Je suis content de votre réponse. Je suis content d'entendre que vous prenez ça au sérieux parce que, vous savez, pour les Cols Bleus, on s'en est parlé autant pour le syndicat que pour les Cols Bleus, surtout dans une période inflationniste. C'est sûr que c'est un enjeu très important. Donc, on est très content de votre réponse. Puis, effectivement, je vais attendre des nouvelles de M. Sanalitro. Soyez assurés qu'on est très sérieux dans la démarche aussi.
Merci, Nicolas. Puis en passant, félicitations pour ta nomination comme président du local 301.
Merci beaucoup, M. le maire.
Merci.
Bonne soirée à tous.
Toi aussi. Just a moment. Just space the microphone. So. Just please, the micro.
Good evening, Mohammed Khalifa, 785 Boulevard de Salabri. Again, about this bump. This is 3 time now. They take it out on 22nd of July.
Oh, they started the work? Oh, finished the work, okay.
Yeah, they take it out on 22nd of July, and I think it is done no more. It was perfect night, 22nd of July. The car, no speed, the same thing, no problem. After that, next day, they come in and they put it again. The problem start again, doesn't make any difference like before. This is the 3rd time. Take it out, put it back, take it out, put it back, the same. Why is it doesn't put only the sign for speeding?
Joe, can you answer that one?
It's the same. Now it's so bad. It's the same like before, no different. 3 times, costing the city too much money. I don't know why.
We had to reconstruct the speed humps.
Why you didn't leave? Why? Sorry. Okay.
We informed the residents that were concerned that that was taking place in the spring. We confirmed the date of construction. The purpose was to lengthen, if you want, the repair of asphalt to better serve the speed hump, to make it more stable. All of that was discussed with the people that were responsible for the dossier at the time. I'm not sure your connection to it. I apologize, I missed your name at the beginning. But it's all aligned with the work that was projected, that was announced, that was written to and expressed to the residents that were impacted by it. So there was never an intent to take it out. The intent was always to modify it, to make it better. And the last modification was done, I believe it was last week or the week before.
22nd of July is done, and it was no speeding, no nothing, and no shaking any house. Perfect. I was thinking it's over. Next day they come and they put it again.
Again, the intent was never to take it out. The intent was to
Yeah.
rebuild it.
Yeah. Why is it doesn't only put sign only for speed?
It's not effective.
I was always walking the street. It is shake. It is very bad. But when it was in that night, everybody was happy. Nothing happened. Only one night, 22nd of July. Second, next day they come and they put it again. No different. The same like 2 times before.
I understand your concern. The decision was made to put the speed hump in. The studies were done for the analysis of the vibrations. It was not concerning. We apologize for what you're saying, but the decision was made to install the speed hump, to modify like we did this year, but the speed hump is staying in, it's not being removed.
But it's still the same, sir. It's still the same. Nothing happened.
First of all, based on our observation ourselves, even at one point, I believe we went in the house.
We visited the homes.
We visited the home. We did an extensive examination of the situation.
We did a vibration analysis.
We did a vibration analysis. To make a long story short, what we did is just a modification, not to basically necessarily improve the situation, but we never detected as such that vibration. Bottom line, that's why the speed hump is staying there. And we won't change our mind. Council wants that speed hump to be there. So that's the extent of where the city is committing themselves concerning the
Why
speed
they
bump.
doesn't take
What?
it out? They take it out and they leave.
We're not, but
Only the sign for the speed. It was
everybody
perfect
was
now.
aware that it was to be modified, not taken out. That was clear. Joe?
The gentleman suggesting that we just put signage up saying to control speeding, it doesn't work. Hence the mitigation measures, which were to speed hump on that particular property.
Okay. No. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Next question. The same. Salaberry. Hi.
There you go. It's a good memory. I love it. How
Yeah.
are you?
Good near yourself.
Awesome. All right. I wrote just 6 to 16 pages just to recap the situation. Okay. I hope you have time. So, 3 years ago, we complained about a speed bump in front of 774 Boulevard de Salaberry. My name is Eric, 774 Boulevard de Salaberry. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, 3 years ago, we complain about the speed bump. In reality, let's assess together. You guys installed the speed bump. It wasn't the proper height. It was removed, installed, it was higher.
That was corrected at what point?
And again, you redid the speed bump. We came, we complained, we asked to do vibration test. Not once, not twice, but 3 times you tried the vibration test until finally you discovered that it was higher than expected.
Okay, the height was corrected, but
Allow me?
I understand. I don't want to get into any argument. I'll let you talk, but I want to question where you're going with all of this. First of all, I'm just at the point where, okay, the speed bump was too high, it was replaced. I mean, reduced. After that, what happened?
Sorry, you're cutting me off, but you
No,
lost me
but
off
just
track.
to make
So
sure where we are, because
where I lost track of my train of thought. Your point is?
that story, we know that we did basically correct the height. It was too high. That we know about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you done any test? Nothing whatsoever was done.
The test was done, the vibration tests
there
were
was
done.
nothing installed in front of our house again for
Okay.
another installation whatsoever.
Okay,
So,
just
please,
continue.
please, You're
Just
cutting
continue.
me off, so what's the point?
Just continue.
Okay.
Okay, just continue. I'm sorry, just continue. C'est true.
Thank you. So, once again, let's repeat. I have nothing. 3 years backward, we come, we speak about the speed bump. The speed bump was removed, put back, installed at a higher place. We asked for a vibration, we complain. From the complaints, we discovered that the vibration is very high for the houses. That being said, July 22nd, as he said, the installation were done again. So now a few questions. One, no second analysis was done after the second speed bump. Two, there is no study analysis that was put in place if there was a stop sign that was placed. And if we look down from where the house is, 774 Boulevard de Salaberry, until the end of St. John's, there is no second speed bump whatsoever. And even that, knowing that this street, it's even a bigger speed, you can roll at 100 kilometers an hour, nothing was installed. That being said, we speak about 3 different speed bumps. Right now, assuming that I have a bank account. In that bank account, there is a sum of money. It was deducted once, twice, 3 times. Vibration test once, twice, 3 times. That being said, we look at the bank account, the money that was there, right now it's back to the ground. Where all of this money was placed? Absolutely nothing. Why? Because we reinstalled the same thing. We did not think about a creative idea or a new way for analysis. Nothing whatsoever. That being said, if we look at the municipality taxes next year or so on, and then we find out that there was another increase, it's because of a speed bump that hasn't changed anything. What are we doing? What are we studying?
I rely on what the administrator, can I say a word now?
I just want to finish a part.
Okay, just finish.
first,
Okay.
Because this is a verbal complaint again, that everything was placed again as it was. We were taken lightly. We're not, we feel right now that anything that we say, it passes by. Nothing is listened to. Our money goes to waste. The ball is in your court. You may speak.
Okay, oh, you're finished? Okay, perfect. But based on the analysis that our administration did concerning the vibration, and can you confirm what was the result for
The result was minimal vibration.
minimum vibration?
When was that?
When was that?
There was a study that was done not on your property directly, and there was a study that was done
No,
on your
just
property directly.
Yeah.
774.
Which
774.
my question is when, not where. When?
We actually determined the time frame with you. I think
Okay.
it was your brother. We actually determined.
Yes, but
Because, hang on, my turn now.
please.
Because there were conflictual opinions on how to or when to measure, We left that up to you. We said, tell us what time of year you would like us to measure. And you gave us a date, I think it was October. And we measured and did the study at that point in time. Everything that we've done so far has been to analyze to make sure there's no problem. So when you said earlier that there was the result of a vibration study that was exceeding the limits, that's not what we got as a vibration study, and it's not what we provided you. So we're not aware of the study you're referring to that says that you're exceeding the vibration limits.
Okay, so thank you. But that being said is, another speed bump was installed. No other analysis or measures were taken into place. And third, there is no other tests that were done after the speed
Eric,
bump.
we don't intend to do another vibration study with the new speed hump that was installed. The new hump that was installed spaced out the distance being repaved. It's a softer landing, it's a softer speed hump. We don't need to do another vibration study, and I'm telling you right now tonight, we will not be doing another vibration study.
And that's the decision
from-
of council.
From what we've reported to council, for us, we've done all we can on that particular speed hump. There is no additional work that's going to be done on it.
Okay, so tell me what's the next step to escalate even more? Because we have an empty room. You guys are more than welcome to come and try and sleep in that room. So tell me what's the next step that we can escalate.
Thank you.
I did not get an answer.
There are no next steps. You could choose what steps you want to
Yeah.
proceed with, but there are no next steps for us.
The speed bump stays, bottom line. Thank you. Next question?
Good evening. My name is Victor Klobuchar. I reside at 1 Vendôme.
One,
1 Vendôme, correct.
and your name again?
Victor Klobuchar.
Victor? Okay.
My question is twofold and concerns two of the City of Kirkland's bylaws.
Yep.
Given that Kirkland provides frequent and excellent bulk waste pickup services, it is very disheartening to constantly see some households placing their bulk waste at the curb days, if not weeks, in advance. This is an eyesore. Similarly, with respect to the maintenance of grass and lawns, it is equally discouraging to see some property owners disregard the bylaw completely. To be clear, I'm not talking about a difference of 1 or 2 millimeters over the bylaw. I'm talking complete abandonment of their lawns. Can this administration do more to address these bylaw infractions? And specifically, please, who is responsible for issuing warnings and, when necessary, fines? Thank you.
Which address on Vendôme? Where
Where I live?
No, not your address. Where you're seeing that
I'm seeing more than a few. I'm seeing Vendôme, I'm seeing Wilder
There's-
Penfield. I'm seeing quite a few. I can single them out in an email,
oh, in general.
in general.
In general, what you can do is either report directly to the city, report it to your counselor, where they'll take action. And normally, we rely on our public security to go around in certain cases to give warning. And I know I had a neighbor on Oud Street just in front of my property. She was probably at 15 inches. And we gave her a warning. If she wouldn't cut it, she would have a fine the following week. And she did it. But we need to know where and where it's expected to be clean. But you mentioned the grass, but what else also?
The grass and the quote-unquote bulk pickup. And the
Oh,
north
the
sector,
bulk pickup.
yes, bulk
And the-
pickup in the north sector, pardon me, is not today, it's a week from today. And yet still I'm seeing on the way here, 4 or 5 houses with the quote-unquote garbage by the curb already.
Could I add
That's
something to that
Yeah.
to help you? This time of year after July 1st, I see it in my area for a few weeks, but then it goes down again. So maybe it's a one-time thing you're seeing and you just happen to get unlucky.
to
But
be
I'm
fair,
pretty
like-
sure in the next month, after everybody's settled in, it should quiet down though.
But Victor.
That doesn't answer your other question. I just wanted to bring
But
that up.
Victor is right. It's that normally you're supposed to put your bulk pickup the night before. And he's right on that. And if we see something like in our section, in the, okay, Vendôme is in your section, but in this section that we're supposed to be the next pickup, it's August
it's, I think, next week.
next week. But if you see some right away, we'll notify our public security to basically advise them to bring it in.
With all due respect, can public security not, as they're driving around constantly, I'm sure they can start issuing
Oh, they could,
warnings.
Yeah.
they could. I do agree.
But,
Lou, you want to bring
yeah,
up?
I wanted to say something, Victor. feel free to call me anytime. If you've got the specific address that has either one of those issues.
My wife has, rest
Okay,
assured.
well then, please send them to me and we'll
It's important.
take special attention on those ones there because we can't be everywhere at the same time. And sometimes I go for a walk, sometimes I come by your area, sometimes I don't. But obviously, we even spoke about that tonight, about long lawns. There's more and more, we're seeing it everywhere. And we need to, for lack of a better term, crack down on that because
Yeah.
it doesn't look right. But if you have specific addresses, please just feel free to send them to me, and we'll send someone over from Public Security and point it out to them.
But you're absolutely
Still-
right, Victor, the bulk pickup and the grass. But you have to look, and I'm looking in general, you got, basically, I would say, 3 to 4% of our population, they don't give a damn when it comes to grass. And I got some examples that I couldn't mention.
The welcome packages which advise the new residents from other cities that bulk should only be put out. So sometimes takes the new resident a year to learn the ropes.
Yeah, yeah.
Granted,
But-
but
but-
more than a few are not new residents, to be fair. I've lived at that address for over 2 years now, and when we walk our dogs at night, we see more than a few.
Yeah.
They're not new residents.
But Victor, you're right, we even discussed it before the meeting, yeah, concerning the grass.
It's true, we were discussing.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you for bringing it up.
John Conti, 32 Gervais, but it's concerning the Calais district. I just wanted to put a positive feedback concerning our contractor that I guess he did the repairs on the water pipes. The housekeeping was really good. How he parked his trucks over the weekend and whatnot was very nice. It wasn't congesting any traffic, and it seems like they did a good job. I trust they did a good job on the water pipes because I couldn't really see what they did underground. But the housekeeping was very nice, and I spoke to the individual a few times. I just wanted to put a good word in for that. And even, for example, when they had to sod a little bit of the grass over, the hoses that they left
Yeah.
behind, they went over the weekend to water whatever patch of grass they put in. So kudos on them. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Any more questions? No, so before we close our meeting, next public meeting will be Tuesday, September the 8th at 7 p.m. Prochaine assemblée du conseil, le 8 septembre à 19h. Et puis maintenant, pour la levée de l'assemblée, j'ai besoin d'un proposeur.
I'll propose it, Dominic Zito.
And second by,
I will second it, Luciano Pichacchia.
thank you, and thank you all for coming. Merci d'être venus. Bonne soirée. Good evening.